going on?
Thank you so much.
Pay like $1 million.
Shout out TMZ, you up?
Let me check out that rig.
TMZ stands for the Mayweather Zone.
How'd you find me, bro? I got my disguise on.
I love my TMZ family.
Welcome to TMZ Sports, everybody. Michael Babcock is out, which means only one thing. The triumvirate is back. Mojo Muhtadi, Lucas Widman, and Edward Lewis. Guys, got to start today's show with a very unfortunate update on the Browns rookie. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. Quinshon Judkins. Ed, you got the scoop. What's up?
We have now actually obtained the 911 call that Judkins's alleged victim made to the Fort Lauderdale Police Department. For just a little background, you guys remember we reported this yesterday that on July 8th, Quinshon allegedly roughed up his girlfriend on their way home from a Fort Lauderdale flight. On July 12th, though, she went to the police department in an effort to report the incident. It was closed, however, so this call that you're about to hear is a phone call she made from outside of the police department, kind of explaining why she's outside of the police department and what she wants to report. And in it, there are some more allegations against Quinshon that I think everybody can find disturbing. Take a listen.
I had a high-profile male that I was in a relationship with put his hands on me.
When did that happen?
This happened 3 days ago.
Is there a reason that you didn't call the day that the incident occurred?
Yes, there is, because I thought that we could work through it, and obviously we couldn't, so I'm trying to do the right thing now, but the situation happened on Tuesday. I didn't go to the hospital for medical treatment, but I will say that I am still in pain, and I have a lot more of my story to tell. I just need to, and I still have visible bruises and evidence on my body of the event.
So yeah, that last part of the call, I think, is the most key part of it. Again, the incident took place roughly July 8th, July 7th, depending on what time of the day you consider it. And this call was made July 12th, and she's saying she's still in pain and she still has visible bruises. And when you read the incident report, cops do note that they do see bruises, and the photos that she allegedly has do show that do back up her side of the story according to the incident report. So again, very disturbing stuff here for Quinshon.
Yes, and as we broke it down yesterday, this is all something that, she claims happened in a rental car, Lamborghini SUV, leaving the airport. And, Quinshon was talking about text messages he was receiving from family members. And, at one point, she claims that he punched her in the mouth or chin area, as well as when they exited the vehicle, got back in, she was in the back seat, and she says that he was driving and turned around and hit her in several different parts of her body. So really disturbing allegations, from someone who, as we said yesterday, it seemed like he had a pretty clean record, and like we said, he will have his day in court and has yet to really address any of these allegations, but still very much a problem for the Browns going into this season.
Problem for Browns, bigger problem for Judkins. I mean, again, got to point out, as always, that right now these are allegations. They haven't been proven in a court of law. You got to think that Quinshon Judkins is probably going to have a different version of this story, and then it's going to be up for the legal system to figure out what actually happened. But until then, right now, we have the allegations, and after hearing that, obviously it's going to be something that's going to be very problematic for Judkins, a very damning situation. He's a professional athlete and one of the best ones in the country, second-round pick for the Browns. A guy that they think is going to come in and be the future to replace Chubb at the running back position, one of the most important positions on the field. So, again, I don't know when we will hear from him. I got to think right now he and his legal team are figuring out how they want to respond to the allegations and handle this. Browns are probably in here trying to figure out what's going on and how their season is going to look. They're going to have to figure out how they want to handle this too. All right, fellas, moving right along, leaving the NFL and going over to the NBA, where we have a very happy new couple. Klay Thompson, Meg the Stallion. We got some updates, don't we, Lucas Widman?
Oh, we sure do. And for those who haven't been keeping up with this, this all started about a week ago when Meg the Stallion posted a very nice thirst trap. But of course, people on social media, you can't get anything past them. And they zoomed in on the background and they were like, hold on a second, is that Klay Thompson? And sure enough, it was, because just a few days later, Klay Thompson, kind of like hard launch in a way, posted a picture with Meg, but her face wasn't showing, but everyone could tell that it was, based on her nails and other features. So here we go, fast forward to Monday night. They are now officially going public with their romance, and they went to one of the biggest celebrity hotspots in New York City to make that happen, and that is Carbone. And if anyone knows anything about that place, there are two things really that make it very famous. The great food, but then also the sea of paparazzi that stand outside of the entrance waiting for their celebrity attendees to come out of it. And Klay Thompson, Meg the Stallion, after they grubbed down, they were holding hands to confirm, hey, we are the real deal, and we don't care who sees it. They were dressed up. I don't know what Klay was doing with the track pants, but they were holding hands and both wearing a very big smile on their face.
Yeah, I mean, I've not sure I've seen a couple want us to know they're a couple more than this couple. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but over the last 7 days, we had the thirst trap of Meg the Stallion. You had this photo from Klay. You had the video that she shared where she was sitting in his lap opening up a present from him. And now you have this. I mean, we get it, guys. we know you're dating at this point. So I don't know why they are so insistent on everybody knowing they're dating, but it looks like they're happy. And who am I to take it down, I guess.
Are they going out of their way to let us know that they're dating?
Does it not appear that way?
Or are they just not caring that we know? They're just putting it out there. We're not hiding anything. We're very happy with each other. We're enjoying everybody's company, and this is it. Carbone has fantastic pasta. Not everybody goes there just to get the word out. Not saying that's not what people do. It's a fantastic strategy. Everybody's there waiting for them. But I've eaten at Carbone, fellas. I like that place very much. I would go back anytime, even if I didn't have something to announce. The photo of Klay sitting in the background, that was a little funny to me. That was definitely like we want you to look into this. I felt like usually you crop the people out of the backgrounds of your shot, but this was very strategically placed on the edge. So that's my guess on this one. But I like it, you know. Not everything has to be a secret. Enjoy your relationship. Be proud of it. You got nothing to hide. Let us in on the ride. Coming up next on TMZ Sports, we sit down with UFC President Dana White and hear his thoughts on if he thinks this will actually be Dustin Poirier's retirement fight. Hear his thoughts next on TMZ Sports.
Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Mike Babcock here. It is a big, big week for this man right here. Not only do we have UFC 318 going down in New Orleans, Dustin Poirier's last fight. We got Power Slap Friday night going down, first time an event that's happening in the U.S., happening outside of Vegas. And then, of course, it may be the biggest boxing match of all time. Canelo Alvarez, Terence Crawford, tickets go on sale on Friday. Of course, that is a fight that Dana is promoting as well. Dana, brother, how are you?
I'm awesome. How are you, bro?
I'm doing good, brother. Let's start with the UFC. Let's start with UFC 318. First of all, obviously going to a great city. This is a big event. We know Dustin is beloved there. I guess just you've watched this guy fight for a decade now, Dana. Just give me your thoughts on Dustin's career as he's about to wrap things up here after this scrap with Max.
Yeah, what's interesting about him in this one is when you think about the lightweight division, the nastiest division in the sport.
Yep.
The top 15 are all killers. Every guy's killers. And he's talking about retiring, and him and Max are ranked number 5 and 6 in the world in that division full of killers. So, and if you look at what Dustin has done in like his last 11 fights, they're all killers in his last 11, and 7 of them are former world champions. So not only is he beloved, so is Max Holloway. Right. So this is one of those fights that sucks because you know it's going to be great and it's going to be a war, but you don't want to see either guy lose.
Right. Right. Yeah, probably the first crowd that's going to be against Max. I mean, like you said, Dana, I mean, Max is beloved everywhere. Do you buy that it's I know you start talking about retirement and then it's probably time to retire then at that moment, but do you buy that that he's done, Dana? I mean, like you said, he's going to be top 5 if he beats Max. He's 6 right now.
You never know. But he's one of those guys. I think, when he says he's going to do something, he does it. So, but I'm never shocked if somebody comes out of retirement either. So.
Yeah, I'm looking at the odds for the White House card and who's going to fight. And I see he was, and I think now it's switched to John and Tom, but he's like at the top there,
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Obviously, excited about that. That's going to be fun.
All right. Well, let me get you. Well, while I just brought that up, you making movement there, and it looks like this thing is actually going to happen.
Yeah. Well, we've already put together the whole plan. We'll have it. We'll have all the renderings and stuff done here in the next couple of weeks, and I'm going to fly out to DC, sit down with him, and walk him through it, see what he likes, doesn't like, and all that good stuff. 4th of July of 2026, the 250th anniversary of the United States. So it's going to be badass.
Talking about we've done it at Fight Island, but all the events in the States have been in Vegas. Now you go to New Orleans Friday night. Talk to me about that. And is this the next step as the organization continues to grow and continues to grow?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the first time we've left Vegas in the United States. We've been to Saudi Arabia and Abu Dhabi. And New Orleans just seemed like the perfect fit for our first one. We're still working on all the regulation, and you got to figure out referees and judges from these different places. So we're pretty sure we got it dialed in. And for the people who have never seen Power Slap live, I'm telling you right now, the live event is amazing. In the last 2 years, I mean, we have 25 million followers and have done over 16 billion views on social. So it is a fun live event. And and it's a perfect weekend. I mean, you do Friday night Power Slap, Saturday's the UFC in New Orleans.
Dana, talk to me about Friday night because in addition to Power Slap 14, also Canelo Alvarez, Bud Crawford tickets go on sale. For you, for a guy who original love was boxing, when you talk combat sports, I mean, just going back to your roots and putting on, again, what is one of the biggest fights in the world, just how personally gratifying is this with everything you've done in combat sports?
Yeah, it's incredible. Obviously, I would be sitting here right now if it wasn't for the sport of boxing. It was my first love, and I don't know how I fell into this whole Canelo Crawford thing with Shake Turkey, but for this to be the first boxing match that I ever promote, I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. And the best part is, and I say this all the time, but it's so true for me, it's like you don't always like the guys that you're promoting. You know what I mean? Sometimes there's guys, I actually really like both of these guys. I actually know for a fact that this is going to be an incredible fight. And I'm just honored to be a part of it.
That's amazing. Dana, congratulations. Hell of a big week. Cannot wait. UFC 318 again Saturday, Power Slap 14 Friday night. And of course, get those tickets. And in Vegas, your backyard football stadium. I mean, that's going to be amazing.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of doing fights in stadiums. So this is challenging me, and I love that. Just like the Sphere, like the White House, this thing's going to be a challenge for me and the team to pull off an unbelievable live experience inside Allegiant Stadium. So I'm looking forward to it.
If anybody can do it, it's you. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, Mike. Have a great day.
Coming up next on TMZ Sports, we sit down with Larry Fitzgerald's son, Devin Fitzgerald, to find out where he is going to be going to college next year. Spoiler alert, it's not Pitt. Hear his comments next on TMZ Sports. Welcome back to TMZ Sports, everybody. Michael Babcock back on out, which means the triumvirate is reunited. Mojo Mutati, Lucas Widman, and Edward Lewis. Ed, Larry Fitzgerald's son is making moves, isn't he?
He's not going to Pitt. Of course, you know Larry Fitzgerald is maybe the greatest Pitt player ever, but Devin Fitzgerald just made his college decision, and it's not for the Panthers. It's actually for Notre Dame. Well, we sat down with him recently to talk to him about why he made that choice, and here's the reason.
I'm just trying to create my own legacy. Like, I love being a Fitzgerald, but I also just want to be known as Devin, and I'm just trying to build my brand and my name up, and I just want to be known as Devin. I talked to Marvin Harrison Jr. about this, and he said he wasn't known as like him until he started balling at Ohio State. So I'm just trying to just make that happen soon. It's cool and all. Like, people are giving me stuff because of my dad, like, but like on the football side of thing, like, I feel like they're not getting anything out of my dad for like me being able to go to their school. So I feel like all that's me. But it's cool that who he is, like, maybe it opens up some doors for me, and you got to be grateful for that. It definitely helps.
Here's the thing, Devin, this is not going to go away just because you go to a different school. We all know over the years, I mean, look, he doesn't have the same name as Larry, but it's going to follow him. It's going to be a storyline every single game. It's going to be like, well, did you know Larry's his dad? Like, I know Bronny James has the same name as LeBron, so it's not the exact same thing, but it reminds me of when he said, I'm not going to wear number 23 because I want to, pave my own lane as well. But it is really cool. It seems like he's a great kid, and I expect great things from him in South Bend. So congratulations on that. But if we really want to get down into it, if you have a chance to go to Notre Dame over Pitt, I think a lot of people are going to do that, no matter how cool it would have been to go where his dad went.
Yeah, that's what this boils down to for sure. I mean, forget the name following you around. That's just the out to get you out of the expectation of following in your footsteps. But come on, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know. I'm a Maryland guy, maybe, rival schools for a little bit in the ACC there. Maybe that's a little bit part of this. But, I mean, I'm not choosing Pitt. No offense to Pitt, but I'm not choosing Pitt if I could go just about anywhere in the country. I mean, Notre Dame, the Irish, this is one of the proudest traditions in all of college football, one of the best teams in all of college football every year. I mean, to be able to go there, I mean, that's something special. I mean, there's a big difference between the tiers of Division I football. There's huge schools, and then there's Division I regular schools, and there is a massive difference. Here's the thing nobody's talking about either right now. Think about this from the NIL perspective. How much more money are you going to be able to make playing at Notre Dame than you will at Pitt? I mean, the disparities are huge. The amount of money the big schools are bringing in, tens, hundreds of millions of dollars for their players that they have to lure them in for recruiting, as opposed to some of these other schools, which might be in the single digits. That's a big factor here. You can't always bank on the fact that you're going to go pro, and if you are lucky enough to, you're going to make money there. Coming up next on TMZ Sports, we have official training footage from Baby Joe ahead of his fight with Adrien Peterson. Check out the footage next on TMZ Sports.
Buckle up, party people, because the TMZ After Dark Tour has hit Hollywood! Get ready for a 2-hour rager on wheels with the DJ dropping beats as we hit Sunset and Hollywood Boulevard, baby! We see the hottest restaurants, sickest clubs, and stop at banging bars along the way. The festivities kick off every weekend from the Hard Rock Cafe at 7:30 p.m. So head to TMZTour.com to book your tickets for the TMZ After Dark Tour! It's gonna be epic!
Welcome back to TMZ Sports, everyone, where the triumvirate has returned. Mojo Mutati, Lucas Widman, and Edward Lewis. And guys, we're getting real close to that Baby Joe, Adrien Peterson fight. Edward Lewis, you got the scoop. What's up?
So we don't have a date yet, and we don't have a place yet, and we don't have a time yet, but we do know that Baby Joe Castaneda has already started training. And we know this because we've got some video of him with combat sports coach Teddy Concepcion at the Oasis Gym in Las Vegas. And while Baby Joe doesn't look amazing, and he admitted this on his Facebook page, he is clearly taking this seriously. I mean, this fight could be weeks, if not months away, and he's already in Vegas training. So, Lucas, you've seen the punches here. He does need some work, but you got to hand it to him. I mean, these guys are clearly taking this fight seriously. That's a lot of effort to get in there and throw punches like that when you're, as he said, fat and full of weed.
Yeah, I mean, watching this video again, it's like, where's this guy in the training video? No offense. But, actually, that's really mean. So what I'm going to do is say, hey, Damon Feldman, I know I'm not a celebrity and I'm not a boxer. I'm neither. If you need someone on the undercard, it looks like this is a really cool opportunity. And I heard that there is someone who is really interested in this. It's not me. It's Ed Lewis. He said he wants to do it, and he wants to have an opponent. So find someone for him so we can, flush out this undercard and really have a night of boxing.
All right.
Is that right, Ed? Are my sources accurate?
It depends how small the opponent is.
I'm going to go ahead and skip right past that one. But, guys, I'm going to bring this one back to Baby Joe and AP. I mean, I was firmly under the impression that Baby Joe was going to knock out AP. But after seeing this training video, I think I'm going to go ahead and switch my money over there with Adrien Peterson. I don't know. Maybe this dude's just a good street fighter. I don't know. Maybe he's never had any kind of formal fight training other than getting into fights in school or on the street or something. But this concerns me, man. This concerns any investment in Baby Joe. I don't know how this thing's going to go. Maybe his official formal training is actually going to be what undoes this guy and has him take a hard seat on his butt during this fight, but only time will tell. At least we're getting closer to this fight. Can't wait to see it either way. Guys, that is going to do it for us today on TMZ Sports. Check it out. Gonna be a big show tomorrow. Maybe the triumvirate will be back again, but there's only one way to find out. Watch us tomorrow, where it will be the best show since today.
I'm a lawyer.